This is my review for The Turning. I know it's a little bit late. Y'all know I get sick randomly at certain times in the year, and I had a throat infection for like 2 weeks. Crazy. But this movie, man. Whew. So, The Turning, for one, it's a January release. Most of the time, movies that come out in January aren't really that great. I think like Underwater, The Gentleman, and Bad Boys for Life were the exception this year. I feel like I'm forgetting another movie. But most movies that come out in January, it's not a month for good movies. Like usually it's a month for terrible movies. February, the movies can be good, but a lot of times they don't make a lot of money just during that time. Like the offsets are like Deadpool, Black Panther, things like that. But usually they don't. Like these are the slow months for movies. Like Captain Marvel made $1 billion in March, but I don't think movies usually make that much money in March. Like usually I think it starts with the summer, like April, May. Like end of April, May is usually when they start. But The Turning is based off of a book. I think it's called The Turning of the Screw. It's I think this is like the fifth film adaptation of the movie. The book is like from like 1890 or something. I don't know. The book's really old, like early 1900s. Excuse me, or late 1800s. I think is from when the book's from. Stars Mackenzie Davis. She's from Terminator Dark Fate. And she was in a few other things. I think she was in The Martian as well. Was she in The Martian? Yes, she was. And it stars Jolie Richardson, Finn Wolfhard, Karen Egan. Finn Wolfhard, that's, you know him from Stranger Things, It Chapter 2. In Stranger Things, he plays, what is that? What's his name in Stranger Things? I know he plays young Richie in it. I can't remember his name in Stranger Things right now. It's skipping me. But, and then Flora is played by Brooklyn Prince. Flora is a little girl. The movie is directed by Floria Sigismondi, I think is her name. She directed the movie The Runaways about Joan Jett with Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning. And then she directed a few episodes of The Handmaid's Tale. And that's about it. This movie itself, the main downside of it is it starts off like it's going to be really interesting. It's one of those movies where it slowly builds up like something's going to happen and you think there's going to be a payoff and everything's going to add up and nothing happens. This movie literally builds up to nothing. There's no ending. Like it just ends abruptly, and the way it ends, it doesn't explain anything. It's just the movie's bad. Like it's really bad. I wanted it to be good. I was hoping it was good. It was terrible. It was bad. God awful. Don't see it. I was very upset at the end of the movie. Everybody in the theater was upset. Nobody was like, yo, like I haven't heard a single good thing about the movie. But it does seem like it's interesting. And then they did like a whole soundtrack like of like 90s inspired music, and yeah, that's like they did all that for this movie and it's not nothing. Hold on, they did this whole soundtrack for like 90s inspired music, and I was like, you did all this for this movie, you should have put more effort into the actual movie itself. And yeah, they didn't. But yeah, the movie's bad. Don't definitely, I wouldn't even say see it when you see it. Like, just, you have to be super bored to see this movie. And then after you watch it, you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad that you wasted. I don't even think it's that long. It's only like an hour or something. But you're going to be mad you wasted your time watching it. Like, I'd watch anything else but this. But definitely, yeah, it's so upsetting too. Because I think the downfall of horror movies now is older horror movies. A lot of them had a lot of characters. And when you have a lot of characters, you get what you want to see in a horror movie. You get a lot of deaths. Like, if the characters aren't going to be deep enough for you to care about them, at least have a lot of characters so then the killer or the monster or whatever in the movie, the demon, whatever it is, can get some action, get some people. When it's a movie where there's only like 2 or 3 characters, like main characters, nobody's going to get messed up because you don't have enough characters for somebody to get messed up, and you know nothing's gonna, like, I just can't stand movies where the villain or the enemy will mess with the person over and over and over, but won't actually do anything. Like, you're not killing them, you're not really maiming them, you're just messing with them, and it's like, this isn't interesting, it's not scary, it's not good. Like, stop doing it. But definitely don't see this movie. If you've seen it before my review, I'm so sorry. If you liked it, cool. If you do like it, cool. But it's just, it doesn't feel like it was a complete movie. It doesn't feel like it was worth it to me. I just did not. I wanted to enjoy it. I thought it was gonna go somewhere, and it didn't. Thank you guys so much for your time and your continued support. Thank you for. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, dislike, comment. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it.